Hi, I'm glad that you decided to download our free report on how you can use outsourcing to run an internet marketing business in just 3 hours a day. A link to your report will be in your inbox in about 10 minutes. While you're waiting, I want to show you something else that will help with outsourcing. Hi, I'm Ramon Dees. I've been partnering with small business owners to help them with sales and marketing process improvement since 2005. My company is 48 Days Marketing Coach. I'm all too familiar with the feeling of stress, overwhelm, and exhaustion that comes from having a never ending list of things to do when running a business. Recently, I decided to seek out some coaching in the area of outsourcing. Now, while I've outsourced a few tasks here and there, I didn't have a system that would allow me to scale my business. However, I knew I couldn't continue at the rate I was going, or I would drive myself to an early grave because I was working 12 to 14-hour days for the last 8 years and not getting nearly enough rest. So I was blessed to be able to interview an internet marketing coach who earns more than $13,200 a month, and he basically handed me his system of outsourcing. Now, what I did was I took his checklists, templates, and notes to create this course. This course on outsourcing is for internet marketing professionals, and what I mean by that is if you utilize internet marketing as one means to increase the awareness of your products and services in the marketplace, and you'd like to see more leads and sales come from your online marketing efforts, this is for you. Now, here's just a short list of what I consider to be internet marketing professionals. You might be an author, coach, a real estate professional, software developer, photographer, veterinarian, a dentist, attorney, a videographer, maybe an architect, a furniture manufacturer, or an interior decorator. I created this course to assist any person who delivers a professional service and uses internet marketing as a means to extend their reach. Now, internet marketing and related tasks. These include copywriting, content creation, website design, creating flyers, marketing strategy creation, checking and responding to email, social media marketing, campaign management, and customer service. There are numbers of things that can be outsourced in order to get your time back and make your business more efficient, more profitable. If that's you, I'm inviting you to take a good look at what I've created because I love adding value to my clients' lives and helping them to become more productive and profitable. So here's what I want to do. I just want to take a look right inside the product and let you see exactly what I've put together. So the main product is it's a 62-page PDF, easy outsourcing for internet marketing professionals. Okay. And it really is simple step-by-step system to regain 25 to 31 hours a week, even if you're just starting to build a team. Okay. Now, this is based on an acronym called HANDS, which is short for hands off. Okay, that's the thought that's in mind there. The H in hands is for highlight your needs, A is for advertise your jobs, N is for narrow the field, D is delegate and manage, and S is satisfy freelancers. You can tell this is a 62-page PDF. And I want to just jump right into, let's just jump into page 6. Highlighting your needs, okay? The first step of easy outsourcing for internet marketers is to highlight your needs. Now, there are three questions you need to ask yourself that are going to help you to determine whether or not you need to outsource a particular task. And I found these extremely helpful. Number one, how much does it cost? If you outsource the right way, then outsourcing becomes an investment rather than an expense. And what's more, you'll often find that it's less expensive to outsource as opposed to doing it yourself. Here's why. Time is money. Even if it feels like doing a task yourself is free, it's not true. You're spending time, which is just like spending money. Okay. Let's say your goal to make is to make $100,000 this year, and you intend to work 40 hours a week for 50 weeks out of the year to get your business off the ground. That means your time is worth $50 an hour to you. 2,000 hours times $50 an hour is $100,000 a year. Now, I just want to make an interjection here. This nugget alone was uh, if I were looking at buying the course, that alone would be worth the price of the course for me. Because what I've been told by people ever since I worked in corporate America, hey, you know, act like a business owner even when you're still an employee. Value your time like you're a business owner. I didn't really know how to do that. This equation right here showed me how to do that. Now that's just an example, but you can use this formula to determine what 1 hour of your time is worth. Just take the amount of money you want to make this year, divide it by the number of hours you intend to work, and the end result is your hourly worth. Now, figuring out whether to outsource just became easier. You simply ask, is it cheaper to outsource or to do it yourself? Let's say your time is worth $50 an hour. If a task takes 2 hours, then that's a $100 task to you. If you can find someone to do it for less than $100, then it makes sense to outsource it. However, if it's cheaper for you to do a task, even if it's cheaper, excuse me, for you to do a task, that doesn't mean you should do it. Let's read on. Question number two, are you good at the task? Or how good are you at the task? Let's say you can complete a task within 2 hours. That's $100. That's $100 worth of your time based upon the existing model. But you can't find a freelancer willing to take on the task for less than $100. Does that mean you should do it yourself? Not necessarily. If a freelancer can do the task better than you can, then it makes sense to outsource the task, even if on the surface it seems more costly than doing it yourself. Now, here, what we're really talking about is ROI. What's the return on the investment of your time or the money that you're investing in that task being outsourced? And here's a great example. One example, yeah, oops, sorry about that. One, here, one example is a copywriter. You may be able to create a sales letter for less cost than hiring a copywriter. But a good copywriter will pay for himself or herself many times over due to a high response rate. Now that's key. I've paid over $2,000 to go through a copywriting training with an A-level copywriter, John Carlton. Okay, phenomenal copywriting course. I learned a ton, but the reality is there's a certain skill level, proficiency that comes with doing something on a day in and day out basis. So that's what you want to consider when you're deciding, do I outsource this or not? I've got a fair hand at graphic design, but I'm not a designer. So oftentimes it makes more sense for me to hand something off to a designer than to do it myself. Third question is, do you enjoy the task? The last factor to take into consideration is whether you enjoy the task. If web design is one of your favorite things to do, then perhaps you'll decide not to outsource it, even if a freelancer can do it for less cost. Probably one of the most important things to remember, you don't want to outsource all the fun right out of your business. And I think that is such an appropriate question. So that just gives you an idea of some of the content that's in here. Then it goes into an action step. Decide the parts of your business you want to outsource. And if you're just starting out, you may want to consider outsourcing things like web design and writing. As you continue with the course, keep the above three factors in mind as you start making outsourcing decisions. And then read on to learn about how price factors into your decision. And then, of course, it goes into why you shouldn't shop around based upon price alone. And that's a very good section as well. Now, the last thing that I want to show you here is you take that course that I just showed you. Now, this is bonus number 7. You can see up here. Bonus number 7. Uh, this is an 81. It's 81 pages. See, there you go. 1 of 81. For some reason, my top page numbers disappeared. But it's a 31-day guide to outsourcing your entire business. So what we did was we took the basic course and we broke it up into daily bite-size portions. So day 1, day 2, day 3, day 11. How to evaluate freelancers. Let's go to page 20. Let's see here. Page 27. So wanted to make this easy because I realized when you're busy, it helps if you know that, hey, I can allocate 10 minutes a day or 15 minutes a day for my outsourcing, and you can give yourself literally a 30-day window to say, I want to get the outsourcing aspects of my business off the ground, and this guide will help you do that. So over the last several lessons, you learned about how to find a big pool of freelancers so that you can start building your team. Now you probably have a big list of potential freelancers for different facets of your business, but before you hire anyone, be sure to read these next 3 lessons where you'll learn how to evaluate freelancers and avoid getting ripped off. Very important, I can tell you. Here are the first 3 things you need to check. 1, check feedback. Someone with an established history, someone with a lot of feedback, and overall good rating. Number 2, you want to check references. Many freelancers who have their own websites post testimonials and references on their websites. Where applicable, check these references by actually emailing the person who gave the reference, and then check portfolios. The third item you need to check is the freelancer's portfolio, where applicable. This is especially important if you're hiring a writer, web designer, or graphic artist, as you want to be sure that you like the freelancer's style. If you're hiring a writer, you'll also want to check if the writer has ever written in your niche before. If you have a typical niche like weight loss, this isn't that big of a deal. However, if you're in a technical or health niche, then you need to make sure the writer has sufficient experience to handle the work. Now, very, very good advice. So, and you can see that's it. So, you could go through, anybody could read literally that one day's lesson in about 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. You can read over it a couple times in 5 minutes. Take a few notes. You've got action steps for the day. You know exactly what you need to do, and within 30 minutes, you can get that done. And if you're multitasking, you can get those action items done within probably an hour or so, and keep moving in the direction you need to move in. Now, the chances are, if you're still watching this video, this product will meet a need that you have to build a team so you can begin working less and having the time freedom to choose what you want to do. I encourage you to take a few moments and review the additional details on this page behind this video you're watching. The current pricing is a special offer that it disappears when the timer expires. The final price won't go any higher than $27. However, I'm only going to keep it at $7, and it's actually on a dime sale. So it is going up, I believe, 10 cents every 5 purchases. Um, but I'm only keeping the price on this dime sale until we get 12 solid testimonials that we can put on the main sales letter. Afterward, the price is going to $19.95. Anyone who buys is protected by my 30-day guarantee. If you're not satisfied with what you get in this course on outsourcing, reach out to my support desk. The details are inside of JVZoo, and I'll refund every penny. I only want your money if you find a value inside this course and you believe it's worth hanging on to. I've already gotten great feedback from my editor, so I expect every person, if you make the investment of time and energy to put these insights into action, you're going to profit. Imagine what will your life feel like when you can begin consistently working 15, 20 hours, maybe even 25 hours a week. Easy outsourcing for internet marketing professionals will show you how. If you decide to pick it up, I want to hear how this guide helps you. I think the multiple checklists that you'll get are worth the price of the entire course alone. So I'm going to stop here so you can review this landing page to see everything included in Easy Outsourcing for Internet Marketers. I hope to hear about your success story as a result of taking action. Simply click on the X on this video that you're looking at, and then you'll see additional details on this outsourcing course. The buy button will be at the bottom of this page. Take care. Make it a great day.